Good morning, everybody. This is Mark, and we're back here. It's Monday morning for T3 Live. So we're back to the beginning of earnings this week. They kick off with Alcoa. Still a light calendar this week, but we have JP Morgan at the end of the week for us to look at and recognize. Understand, be aware of where your earnings come out and where they fall, because it's going to be important as we go forward. A few things to look at for us this morning. Obviously, Netflix had a big squeeze last week. I think it needs a little bit of time to digest, but it looks like the 200-day is in the cards, which is around 90. Keep that on the radar. And, Apple pulled back on Friday. It was an opportunity, I think, to still get involved before earnings come out in 2 weeks, I believe it is. And every time it gets to 600, that's my level that I'm going to be looking to get involved. So, it might not tag 600, but 602, 603, 604 in that area. Don't have to be perfect. It's a place to get involved. Same idea with Priceline, above around 670, 665. Best in breed. I'm looking at these type of trades to get back involved. Minimum from an opportunity to but buy the pullbacks and obviously get rewarded when we get an uptick. Now this market, with having the numbers that came out on Friday, obviously hit the tape. This is the third time I believe in a row that this has happened. That being said, some damage was done, but as long as we hold the 10-day moving average on the spiders, which is roughly about 134.50, I think we're in good shape, and we're just gonna meander around this level for a little while and try to find a new higher level base, at least temporarily through July, and then August we might get some more selling again. I don't have a lot of A-plus trades at this point in time, guys. Most of it right now is, looking for some pullbacks. I'm still looking at some of the retailers, the Under Armours, the Nikes, for some, upside action. The Lulus, they've been beaten up. They don't look great right now. They're either forming a bear flag or they're just trying to find a new base, and you're going to be able to get it on the cheap. Right now, nothing's really has triggered yet. One stock I'm looking at that's triggered, that's obviously been on everybody's radar, is Facebook. Looks like above 32. I know Scott mentioned it, around 31.75, 31.50. I think the trigger is really above 32.50 for a short-term target of 35. And at some point this year, it probably is going to touch its IPO price of 38. But we'll have to wait and see how that happens, how that plays out. It's not there yet, but again, 32.50 will be a trigger for us to get involved. And I love to, the ags are still on a decent uptrend, but I really can't, recommend them at this point in time. They're a back and forth trade, and same with oils. They've rebounded from the bottom, but nothing's telling me they're ready to keep going. But it's something that I'm certainly watching. And the one sector that I think everybody has to keep on the radar, and I keep saying this, it's hard to trade, it's hard to really get a hand around, but is the home builders. They're a little slower, but they look great. They're all basically at yearly highs, and I think that's important, knowing that the news is we're coming out of the rebound, and these home builders and stocks are normally 6 months ahead of what the actual market consists of. So the Tolls, the Rylands, the LENs, for the aggressive people, the NVRs. So it's just something for people to recognize and be aware of. And overall, guys, it's Monday, so let's just see what happens, and let's all have a good week.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pete Renzulli, Chief Marketing Officer of T3Live.com and one of the traders in the active mentor room for T3 Trading Group. What I'd like to do today is I'm really excited about introducing you to and inviting you to the first T3 Live Active Trader Summit in New York City, which is on Saturday, July 14th. We're going to have quite a few speakers today. There's going to be myself, Mike Lee, Evan Lazarus, Mark Sperling, Rob Smith, Rick Meadows. There's going to be a ton of great content, but the number one reason you want to come is you want to be able to network and associate with other like-minded people like myself. I'm going to pump you up. I'm going to guarantee you that. Other people like yourself who have a burning desire to learn how to be a trader. So I'm going to ask you to make a trade. Trade one Saturday for some of your time to come down and learn strategies, tactics, techniques, and put some faces to the people that you see in the virtual trading floor in T3 Live, and learn to take your trading bigger. Learn how to be a better trader than you are now. Learn the strategies. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't stress that. I know it's a Saturday, but you know what? I want you to be there to get excited and to be here. Prove to yourself how bad you want it. Show up and come down and get excited with us. Saturday, July 14th. Now, very quickly for the registration. All you have to do is register at T3Live.com or be an existing member of T3Live.com, and you get 2 complimentary admission tickets for free. So all you have to do is go to T3Live.com and register. If you would like to join us at the post-event cocktail reception, you can also upgrade to either premium or VIP. That's up to you, but either way, please take advantage of the general admission, 2 free tickets. Bring a friend, bring a neighbor, bring a wife, bring a girlfriend, maybe bring both, but come down and expect to have a great time. Saturday, July 14th here in New York City.